Ek het my weggekry. Ek het weggehardloop van hom af met die 2 kinders.
I find even with the women that are so abused by their partners that they go to the authorities because they come from an informal settlement. They've sent women away and said, go deal with your situation at home.
Vol bloed gewees en dan het die kinders op die kooi gesit en huil. Ek het op die gelykie, my kinders kan nie so groot word nie. Die aan die kooi voorgebly was te, wat ek buite kan slaap met my kinders.
I think the reason why you have an informal settlements like Igoli is because people fell through the cracks. Something happened in their life.
The reality and the conditions are so harsh. They will just drink.
Ek was baie gewees op my kinders saam met my gehuil. Baie mense het my geabuse. En so het ek begin drink en gedrink. En ek het gerook.
It takes them out in their mind to deaden the situation that they're in.
Maar ek het self vir my gebid. Ek het self vir die Here gevra. Here, ek vra verlossing. Want ek het amper baie brandstigtings gemaak met my kinders. Dan val die eentje dan, typ ek dan, as ek weer daar nie dan. Stik ek kombeers aan die brand en so, en ek amper my kinders op verloor. En ek het besef, enough is ook enough.
When my wife and I, Glenda, came to Igoli, I recognized that hopelessness. It took me back to my childhood when I was not knowing where the next meal was going to come from.
Ek het eendag voor die Here gesit. Ek was baie honger gewees. En ek sê vir die hond, jy lees so, mense is honger. En ek sê nog, Here, ek wonder waar sal U se help vanaf kom vir my. Die hond het opgestaan en die hond het teruggekom. Halwe pap. En ek het op my knieë gegaan, ek het gesê dankie. Sy kan net jou blessings verwag op een plekkie. Sy kan met alles praat, alles te duur, alles het met wat. Maar die Here kom vir jou hanteer. En daar het ek geweet dat die Here is lief vir my. Ek het toen vir Pastor Kleine en Pastor Brian ontmoet in Igoli. Ek het elke keer pap gaan haal by hulle. En as het pap is, as het brood en so.
I've seen the value and the impact of generosity extended to someone that is in need. Even though you have to sometimes put your hand in your own pocket and do it, but I will do it again by thinking on how it changed their lives as a family.
Pastor Kleine en Pastor Brian het vir my noedels gegeen. Ek het na die mense huise toe gegaan en ek het dit gaan verkoop. En die geld wat ek gemaak het ek vir my 'n kers gekoop en ek het lampolie gekoop en iets om te eet vir die kinders.
When I saw how people lived in this community, Annalise is just one example. There was rodents in the house, she had small children, and because of the filth around them, that is what attracted the rodents. These rodents were running over the children. It was really not a good environment to raise children.
Ek kan nie slaap nie want die rotte, hulle pla vir ons en hulle is groot rotte. Hulle eet my kinders se kos en ek is bang hulle eet my kinders.
Ryk mense is gelukkig as die arme mense. En ek hou nie eens om in kool te bly nie. En ek dink altyd om te huis kan het. En ons kan op kan maak of kan gaan na huis.
Myself and Glenda decided that we had to do something about the situation. And we decided whenever we had extra cash, we would build a proper structure for Annalise. When we visited the USA, there were people who gave us some money, and we decided to use this money to build a structure for Annalise. It's a simple structure, but it was something that was life-changing for her and her family.
She was pregnant, about to give birth. We realized that this woman can't go back to that same house, the rat-infested house, with a small baby. And so we also realized that it would cost about 20,000 Rand to build her a structure, because we were also saying that we are not going to get second-hand corrugated iron sheets and windows second-hand stuff. We want to lay a foundation and build something on there so that the rats could not come into their place. When Annalise came home, she was so overwhelmed. She had no idea that her place was actually, it was a new place, a house with a foundation, and that it was so big.
In my traan gestort, die hoe ek kan dankbaar wees, want ek het dit verwag nie. Vanuit 'n klein plekkie uit en 'n groot plek en die sal vir my daai plekkie aangebied het. Maar ek kan net vir die Here dankie sê.
I've witnessed the change something like this brings in to people's lives. And when I say that, I specifically think about her son. Leo was just rolling from one side of the house to the other side. It's like he couldn't believe that he could actually do this in his house on a beautiful, clean carpet.
Met my nuwe huis is ek baie gelukkig. As Pieter nou van is die lig wat hier kom amper so groot gaat wat interpreteer is die stuk. En kom hy nou goggatjies in my se en ons huisie. En dat is baie warm in ons huis in die aande. Voel Pieter vir my en ek slaap Pieter ook. So om my kop toe te maak. Van die vorige huis moet ek altyd my kop toegemaak het van die rotte het altyd oor ons kooi gehaal. Van nou wat ons nou in die nuwe huis bly, voel ek nou baie positief van elke keer staan ek baie vroeg op, want in die vorige huis, toe kan ek eens vroeg opstaan, was ek baie moe elke oggend. En nou kan ek kort gaan vroeg.
My droom was om eendag 'n chef te wees.
His outlook on life was different. And this boy was just ready to take on life. He had this encouragement and motivation to go to school. He started talking about his future plans. Had challenges in school academically, but he signed up in a new school and he became active in helping out in the church.
Ek help in die kerk op 'n maandag, kos uitdeel vir die mense en op 'n woensdag wat ek help. En op 'n sondag pak ons die stoele uit en dan help ek vir Fabian vir hom om die sound te set.
My kinders se lewe het baie verander en ek dou daai plek het. Hulle is nie weer soos eers wat hulle gewees het nie. En hulle klaar ook baie en so ek is baie proud op die huis wat ek in is.
I will do it again just by thinking on how it changed their lives as a family.
En my verlange is om in 'n kombuis te werk, om te leer om koekies en brood te bak.
The little baby, who is now just over a year old, can freely crawl around in a place that it's not rat infested or anything like that. The amazing thing about this also is that Annalise's house has become a beacon. She's so proud of her house. She has weekly meetings, cell groups. The ladies go over to her house and they have coffee and they just have fellowship.
Nou doe ek baie vriende na my huis toe om koffie te kom dra. Ek kan het voel as jy omchoos in my huis en as die gees van die Here beweeg in die huis.
Annalise's neighbors want to be in the house because they are also enjoying of Annalise's place now. And she's so proud of her house. So for me, generosity is the key to give hope to the hopeless.